you guys know where this trend line comes from, right? So
Bitcoin Zella stands out with its simplicity and clarity. We've crafted an experience that anyone can dive into, whether you're a crypto expert or just a new to the crypto world. Now guess who keeps his eye on us? The author of best-selling book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And we want to take this opportunity and thank all the people who trusted us, and we read every comment. And the best part, it's free. Subscribing now means you will get all new information for free. Don't just follow the trends, stay ahead of them. Subscribe to Bitcoin Zella today and enjoy the new edge. In this video, let's discuss these topics and more.
this is back from your early high in 2021 to your late high in 2021. And again, today we were sharply above it, trading in the 93,000 range. But if we walk over to this, look at what is happening. We're now back below that level here. And this is the key. Markets are crazy like this. And again, you can say, oh, it's institutional. I don't even believe necessarily it's that much. Sometimes it is, but it's also human psychology. So when you push it up a certain amount, you convince the shorts to stop out right here on this break. So you get rid of the bears, you get them out of their positions. And then when it breaks here, psychologically, a lot of investors are like, oh man, I was sitting on the sidelines. I didn't believe this rally was real. And now it's pushing up. It's going to go to 100,000 and they pile in up here. And that's the marks of a top, right? Psychologically, you get all the final buyers, at least at this point, to get in, and you get all the bears out, and it's done. And listen, I'm not saying it's done. You guys know I'm a long-term bull on Bitcoin, but do I still think you're due for a pullback? Now, again, is it going to be to 85? Is it going to be to 80? Is it going to be to 74? Those are all potential levels. But my point being is let's watch and see, do we get a topping tail? So let's let the charts tell us. As long as we close below here without confirmation above, then this level is to be respected. All right. If we put in a topping tail today where we'd have to close, I think you'd have to close today probably around 87.5, which is unlikely, but anything is possible. Then it's a bearish reversal signal. And then you could really go down to 74 before making that next leg to 100. But it's just amazing to see how the charts work their magic here, guys. I mean, I'm fascinated by it. Okay. Next up, we want to look at gold. Gold, I have two parallels. Look at this. I know it looks complex, but both parallels marked the top. That's where I shorted. I did cover my short on gold yesterday. So again, I'm out of that, but I am starting to eye the GDX to pick it up and maybe even gold if it comes down just a little bit more. First support's going to be around 25.50. This is kind of your lower, huge parallel. I don't think it goes down this high, but the one thing I've learned in trading is never underestimate the market, right? Never, never, never underestimate the market. Usually stocks go much higher than I think they can go, or crypto, and they usually go much lower than I think they can go. That's why I dollar cost average, because it saves me and it lets me maneuver accordingly. But in any case, gold down again today. That's partly with the dollar strength, I think, recently, and also it's the crypto strength. I think money, again, if you look at gold started its bull run in March of 2024. That's when it really took off, and that was exactly when Bitcoin topped and started to go sideways to lower. Well, now that Bitcoin's taking up, we're seeing gold coming back in. So again, there's this inverse relationship, which is really interesting because a lot of people will tell you, oh, well, Bitcoin's the digital gold. And I've always said it will be down the line, but it's not there yet. And we're seeing how it's not really the digital gold because it actually moves more with risk assets.
Bitcoin surged to a new all-time high of $93,483, sparking optimism for $100,000. Analysts highlight key price resistance levels and forecast further upside, even predicting potential highs of up to $200,000. With strong technical indicators and favorable market conditions, Bitcoin's rally could continue, reaching unprecedented highs in the coming months. BlackRock's USD Institutional Digital Liquidity Fund, BUIDL, will soon be available on Aptos, Arbitrum, Avalanche, Optimism, and Polygon, enhancing access for digital investors and decentralized finance. BlackRock's move aims to streamline digital finance access, marking a new era of asset tokenization for diverse blockchain networks.
Right off the bat, the Dow is barely positive, up 31 points. The NASDAQ literally barely positive here, up $3.90. The S&P is down fractionally here, just 0.1 points, while oil is trading flat as well. So really, this is all flat. Then you get into gold. That is a decent sell-off on gold. So gold continues to go lower. I will say I'm eyeing the GDX, guys, as a trade down here. It's starting to get interesting. We're going to look at the gold chart in just a minute. All right, Bitcoin. Bitcoin surging to 93,000 and change, but is now reversing. And remember, my 90 to 91 level, a lot of people probably thinking, oh, it's blowing right through that resistance level. Well, guess what? We've now come back by the end of the day. It does make me wonder, with the huge volume in Bitcoin today, could it have been a blow-off short-term top? You guys know I'm a huge long-term believer in Bitcoin, love it long-term, but it is overdone in the short term. I do think there's a lot of buzz around it, which often can mark tops. Then the market wants to flush out the weak hands. Looking at this chart here, this is the heat map. Green means it's up decently on the day. Red is down decently. It's kind of a mixed bag, right? You see a lot of gray, which is up or down fractionally, almost unchanged. And then again, you got Apple up, but then NVIDIA down. You got Microsoft up, but then Google/Alphabet down. So it is a mixed bag, which explains why the market is basically flat on the day. Looking at the S&P 500 chart. So we know these trend lines. These are the trend lines that I've been following. Today, again, we opened higher. We pushed up out of the gate. And then by the end of the day, we're basically flat. So this area here, folks, is being respected, which is key resistance on the charts. And again, what are we going to see here in the next couple days? Are we going to start to tick down here, or can they gather enough momentum and energy in this market to push us up and take out that level and go to the high end of my target range? Now, remember, I've given you guys this now for weeks, 6,000, which is what we've already achieved. This has been a target on the S&P. All right, that's the low end of the target. We've already hit and pierced that. The high end is the 61,000 level. So there's still a chance we go up here, but as of now, markets are still stalling at the low end, the even number on the S&P. Okay, couple charts to look at here. So one of the kickers is this, and this is a big deal, folks. So let's get back and discuss this on the charts. This is the 10-year yield. Now, this is what's super interesting, is that today, when that CPI data came out, yields in the dollar fell because the idea was, okay, good, inflation's not getting out of control again, so the Fed can lower rates, things will be okay. And then the yields, and you can see this is the daily candle here. I don't know if you can see, but it was down here. We were at like 4.35 earlier today. Then we ended the day today at 4.45, actually up on the day.
In a surprise move this morning, crypto trading platform Robinhood announced that it will add $PP to its list of tradable tokens. Bitcoin was trading at $69,284 per coin, and since then, its price has climbed significantly. Alongside this climb, many sleeping Bitcoins from past years have been stirred into activity. Elon Musk's Doji initiative invites the public to expose government waste, pledging transparency and targeting $2 trillion in federal spending cuts. Veteran trader Peter Brandt sees Dogecoin mirroring Bitcoin's 2016 price pattern, signaling a potential rally as technical indicators align and Elon Musk's influence boosts investor sentiment. Bitwise's Matt Hogan predicts $500,000 as Bitcoin's maturity threshold, with $1 million absolutely possible as BTC rises to compete with gold. President-elect Donald Trump has appointed Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy to lead Doji, tasked with dismantling bureaucracy, slashing regulations, and restructuring federal agencies. Wyden, a digital asset trading infrastructure provider, secured $16.4 million in Series P funding to expand its client base and strengthen its platform. In an interesting turn, Polymarket, a decentralized prediction market platform, has seen some activity in a bet worth $262,098 that wagers on the possibility of President-elect Donald Trump establishing a national Bitcoin reserve. Polymarket allows users to speculate on real-world events by buying shares that pay out based on the event's outcome. Each market is assigned probabilities, set by the aggregate actions of participants. Currently, Polymarket users give a 31% chance that Trump might follow through on creating a U.S. Bitcoin reserve when he returns to office, reflecting growing interest in the integration of Bitcoin into national economic strategies. South Korean police arrested 215 individuals, including a YouTube influencer, for their role in perpetrating a $232 million crypto scam. Mora Holdings continues to grow its Bitcoin bag despite lower than projected Q3 earnings. If you've been with us so far, a big thank you. Don't forget to subscribe for free to Bitcoin Zella for your daily news. The link is waiting below. That's all for today's crypto news. Stick around for more updates, insights, and analysis on cryptocurrencies. Share your thoughts in the comments, like this video, and subscribe for more exciting content.